What's good, my G's? It's your boy Snow. Ignorant Gamers in the house. How you doing? How you living? How you gaming? And if you don't already know, G stands for Gamerz. Welcome to the channel. If you're here because of the headline and you're here for the first time, and if you've been here because you saw those notifications, shout out to the IGZ team. If you're not subscribed, join the team. Subscribe. Hashtag IGZ up. Listen, so I came across this video. I want to shout out to IGZ squad member Shifter. Shout out to Shifter, fellow gamer right there, OG gamer, knowledge wise. You get what I'm saying? Hit me up with the Xstation video that was catching a little viral virality over the weekend by this guy who's on YouTube. By his name is Eddie Zarick or something like that. Eddie Z. Let's just call him Eddie Z. I'll have a link in the description below to the actual video. Put together this beautiful console that had the Xbox One S and the PS4 Slim enrolled into one. You should see that up on the screen right now. And he did a very fantastic job. And I would say, yeah, the thing looked beautiful. It looked beautiful. Functionality wise, I give it like an 8 out of 10, and I'll get into that in a section. But in a second section. But the thing looked beautiful. You know, for someone, I don't know his background, I don't know his other thing. He has a few other projects too, which I encourage you guys to go check his channel out and subscribe, and you know, check his back videos out. No need to tell him that the squad sent you. Just show some love. Sometimes you gotta just show love without saying who sent you. But you know, he had this one big monstrosity of the Xbox laptop, a PlayStation laptop, and you know, it looked the way it looked. But you know, when you got someone who's just doing what they're doing for fun, because he built this for fun, you don't really care about how it really looks too much. You want it to be clean, and you want wires poking out when you're showing it to people. You might have the wires poking out when it's in your crib, but like when you putting it on the web, you might want to do a little bit more. And you know, just the way that this particular product looked, it reminds me of, I want to say, the laser disc player from back in the days that had like a laser disc player game for the Sega CD or Laser CD, and it had a Sega Genesis built in. It was like, it belonged to your entertainment center as well. I don't remember the exact name of it, but that was from back in the days, that was a pretty nice piece of hardware. And I have to say that this, what Eddie did, is probably the most beautiful thing I've seen, not registered to anyone and someone doing their own thing, you know, that I've seen in a while. And the fact that he got the Xbox One S and the PS4 Slim in there at the same time, that's pretty fucking impressive with it looking beautiful. So here's why this thing's special, where, and I'm gonna get into the 8 and the 10 out of functionality in a while. It's special because he was able to provide one source for power, and he was able to provide one HDMI switch between the two systems. Now, when you turn it on, it goes from right to left, from right to left, green to blue. Obviously, one side is the Xbox, the other side is the PlayStation, and it's a nice little light show he did. That's fucking impressive. Like, that alone probably would have like put it at a 10. And you know what? I'm gonna knock it to a 9, right? I'm gonna push it up to a 9. The only reason why I took 1 point off was because you had to shut the Xbox or the PlayStation off all the way just so it could run the other side. And in actuality, that's correct, because you know, if he's using the components, and he has, I think he said he has a heat sink that blows the air straight through the system, these components can get really hot. The fans can really kick up. I believe the fan sounded pretty loud already, but that's not a big deal. Actually, it's not a huge deal at all for me. But I would have liked to seen, I think it had 2 USB ports. I'm a big issue with 2 USB ports. As you can tell, I'm a PS4 owner. I own an Xbox One as well, but I have a huge issue with 2 USB ports. And I wonder if the USB ports function for external hard drive use for both systems. I know, yeah, for both systems. I wonder how that works. I wonder how that works. And I wonder if he can get the Kinect or the PlayStation 4 camera in, or even VR. Ooh. Good questions, great questions. He built it. He probably doesn't care about those things, so fuck it. But that's just there's no points deducted for that, just for the 2 USB ports. Just out of, just prepared to stand. I hate 2 USB ports. But you know, this thing is dope. I just had to show it to you guys and, you know, lay my thoughts on it real quickly about, you know, why you would probably never see something like this until like 20 years from now, when you got like what happens now with all these fake SNESs and Genesis hybrids and all this stuff. And this thing can't go in production because obviously, how would he make money? How would he make the money? See, when you are a platform, you need other ways of making money. And the way you make money is through software. So a lot of y'all don't know that the PlayStation Portable has a $5 clearance window. So a lot of times you saw bundles with the PSP. The PSP, I think it was, you would see $15 discounts on the games. So you would think you get $15 discount on the games, and then they could throw in a memory stick in there. And at the time, memory sticks matured, so you could get away with some pretty aggressive pricing. But when you break down what they call the itemized receipt, you know, you might have taken $5 off the PSP itself. I think the Vita was probably about $10. I can't remember. And if you look at the Wii U sold at a loss, and it needed to sell either one game or two games to be profitable. Each system had to have 2 games purchased for it, or 1 game purchased for it, for that system to be considered profitable. It's the same thing for the Xbox and the PlayStation. I don't know what the discount is, but that's also some of the benefits of when they make smaller consoles. The technology gets better, where they can make it smaller. Sometimes they move some parts around that they don't really talk about, and you know, things get cheaper, and they can still sell it at like that price while knocking down the old one, and they put a bigger hard drive in it. You've seen the game plenty of times. If you didn't know about it, Santa Claus is fake. But you know, it'd be a pipe dream. Like if I knew him, I kind of wish I knew him. In a way, I would try to get one and put it in my living room. You know what I mean? I would try to put one in my living room, just, you know, just cause. But again, I would have to send him probably a entire PS4 and an entire Xbox One. And for the PS4, I think the Slims come with a terabyte now, so I wouldn't worry about it. And then the same thing for the Xbox One. I wouldn't send him the 500 gig one. I sent him the 1 terabyte one. So I don't know. I just thought this was a really cool one. I wanted to show it to you guys and, you know, give my explanation or my thoughts on it, my reactions on it at the same time. And you know, be sure to check this dude out. I mean, he got some videos up there. This dude got a lot of subscribers, so he got a lot of work. I think he's gonna be worth a check out. So go through his channel. You ain't gotta say IGZ sent you. Just go through, check him out. And if you subscribe, then you can tell him IGZ sent you. Your boy Snow, Ignorant Gamers. I appreciate your time. Subscribe if you subscribe. If you like, please subscribe. I know I just mind you right there. And if you're already down with the team, you already know. Tell a friend that it's them again. IGC, and I'm out.